a responsible man was supposed to be. So on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know, I was under there with James Avery, just like crafting myself as a man. We lost another one of my mentors this year, Quincy Jones. Yeah, Quincy was the executive producer of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Quincy Jones picked me, and at the time I really needed it, he lifted me up, and he made me the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, so on that set, I found myself like between those two giants. You know, 21 years old. James Avery on one side, Quincy Jones on the other. Guiding me, checking me when they needed to. Thank you, baby. You know, so, you know, I was there and I had no idea what I was doing. I'm just trying to find my way. But when I looked to the left and I looked to the right, those were the men that I had making sure I stayed on track. And I also became a father. I had my first son, Trey, on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know, I've never been more scared than the night I brought that baby home. It's like, you know, before my wife's water broke, I had just bought one of those picture-in-picture TVs. You remember that when they came out? That was the first time you had a TV and you had two pictures on it, so you could like, it was great for football. You could be watching the game, you might have the other one. So I had a picture-in-picture TV and I had it open and I'm doing it and fixing it. And I had a 1,000-page manual, all these different ones, a 1,000-page manual for a TV. And then my wife's water broke and went to the hospital. And I remember walking back in with this baby, and it was like, yo, he lives with us forever now. Like when I left, he didn't live here. And I looked in the living room and I saw a 1,000-page manual for a TV. And they sent me home with a baby and not even a pamphlet. I was like, man, but I remember it's like that first night, you know, anybody got kids, you know, your first kid, and it's like, you be waking them up to make sure they breathing and stuff. And I remember I just went, you know, my wife was asleep and I went into the room and it was just me and him. And it was that first night, I was like, yo, that's my baby. And I just collapsed. I was just crying. And I was like, could I live up to the men in my life? Was I gonna be that good a man? And I remember I fell down on my knees and I was just praying. And something clicked. And I made a decision that I was gonna be the best father this world had ever seen. And I wrote the first verse of this song that night.